I think there is a discussion around his role, but also his strike rate when you're getting 16th is immaterial, because if he goes through, that strike rate then goes through the roof. So the wicket is good, but I think the first 10 overs for both sides, both wickets, was challenging. I think it hasn't been easy in the first 10 overs. We've bowled really, really well, so we've managed to put the opposition a little bit behind, so that's what we've done really well. But they've got two quality new ball bowlers as well, so I think our guys have done well through that phase. But certainly, as much as the wicket looks good, it's not that easy early on. We're always talking about improvement. Like these games, as important as they are, they're all a rehearsal for the World Cup. So all we're looking at is improvement. We have our KPIs that we need our batsmen to hit. That's KPIs that remain within our change room that we're trying to hit, but we're always measuring improvement.
Do you have any idea why Shanto decided to bat first? Is there any early plan to bat first, or is there any opportunity? Because it's a opportunity to look out for World Cup.
Yeah, there's still 3 games left in the series though.
Yeah.
So, any series you play, an international series, the first goal of that series is to win the series. So you have to do that job well first before you start experimenting with things and doing other things. So, he did what he thought was the best for our team to win a game of cricket on that wicket.
Okay. 3 games start. Any different strategy you're gonna see?
I don't think it'll be much difference, because the wickets have been, as you say, they've been good. I think early on they'll still perform the same way. The only thing is that we'll be playing on a wicket that's been used before. So like any game of cricket anywhere, the best players in the world assess conditions quicker than others. So we'll just have to assess the conditions. There's no due around like there was with the Sri Lanka series. So batting first, batting second, I don't think there'll be much difference.
Bowling in the next 10 overs, both games they had a good partnership. The softness of the ball makes it easier.
Yeah, I think you're right. The ball does get softer. I think our bowlers have done a great job on it. All we want is a little bit of a change in mindset, in that we got them a lot of wickets down for not very many early, and we might have got a little bit comfortable there. We need to get better at being ruthless and killing a game when it's there to be killed.
Coach, don't you think prior to the World Cup, Bangladesh batters should have batted in the first, in second match, so that have a good preparation, scoring 200 or something like that?
Yeah, you're asking me the same question I've been asked. The first thing within a series is to win the series. Once you've done that, then we can start playing around with other things. Because you know what it's like. You know what it's like here. We experiment because you want us to experiment. Something goes wrong, and then you'll hammer us for experimenting. So you're never going to win. We have to do what we think is the right thing to do in that series.
Against Zimbabwe, is it matter that meaning?
I'll ask you a different question. If we lost a game against Zimbabwe, what are you writing in the press? If we win a game against Zimbabwe, what are you writing in the press?
That's why you were concerned.
Yeah. Okay. No, not at all. But we have to also manage your expectations. Okay. But we don't care what you write. We care about our preparation for a World Cup. You're just asking a question, as you should, yes, as a journalist. That's quite right. You're asking a question why we do certain things. I'm telling you why we do certain things. Yeah.
The power play is very important during the World Cup.
Yeah.
Bangladesh did well in the last 2 matches in power play.
Yeah, I think the wickets you're going to see in the US. The wickets you're going to see in the US are going to be a little bit different to what we've seen here. Remember that we're trying to get to play on very, very good wickets. So these wickets have been good, but they have offered a little bit of help early on. So I think our batters have assessed the conditions really well, because if we just had a score and you played according to a score and not according to the conditions, then you'll see you come unstuck. So I think they've done a really good job.
Is there any returner? He's still struggling.
I think that's your perception, but Lytton Das has so much to offer us. Lytton Das is a world-class cricketer. He's 1 innings away from having an unbelievable World Cup. So there's no doubt that Lytton Das is going to score a lot of runs, as he has done in the past, but he adds so much value to our side. Having the ability to, what he does in the field for us, what he offers our group as a senior player, he does so much more than what you see.
Coach, is there any changes? Do you expecting any changes for the upcoming match?
That's not a decision I make, so that's up to head coach and the selectors.
Nazmul Shanto's strike rate is not that much in T20. So is there any talk, or there is a specific rule for him in T20?
Yeah, I think there is a discussion around his role, but also his strike rate when you're getting 16th is immaterial, because if he goes through, that strike rate then goes through the roof. So it's probably a case of when he gets to that point, kicking on, because if he kicks on, that strike rate goes through the roof. But that'll come.
Added with him na position Shanto last 12 innings he only scored 150, second base is 21.
Yeah.
Is there any concern about his batting?
Absolutely not. Like, he's playing fantastically well, but what's been the most impressive about him is how he's captained this group and how he's led this group. You know, we're trying to change the way we go about things, and he's definitely a front runner of that. And he's been, you know, for a young captain, I think he's been very, very courageous, very brave in the way he's run this group, and you'll see the benefit of that in the future.
Thank you.